Welcome back to Sort of Sophisticated, completely overrated. We're going to teach you things, Amanda, that you didn't even know you hated.
Hey, that's from the song.
That is the song.
Oh,
I know.
have you played it yet?
Do you see what I did? I just slowed it all down
was
to make it
good.
sound like I was cool. I have not put it on the podcast yet. I have to figure, because I don't think I want to chop it up, put it on the podcast.
Why can't you just play
I
the
don't
beginning part at the
know.
beginning? It's just our intro.
We'll see. I don't know if I want to change intro. I'm a creature of habit. You know
I
that.
know, but it's so good. Did you play it yet for Christina?
So good. So good. No.
Oh, you should ask her.
My kids
you
thought
should
it
ask
was
her.
so. They're like totally AI dad. Do you
Whatever.
remember-
Then tell Paul to make it himself.
Yeah. Whoa. Why Paul? Whoa. Maybe Paul liked it.
You said your kids.
I know.
Girl.
Kids. Any of them. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you just went right to Paul.
Because
Tell Paul.
Paul is the talented one. He can make
Oh,
the song.
wow. Okay.
Musically, who else? Which one of your other
Digging a
kids,
hole a little
Which
deeper.
one of your other kids is as talented as Paul musically?
None of them. You are
Oh,
correct.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Moving on.
Wow. Right.
Finn, let's go.
I just wanted to say, all the way back to the beginning, do you remember when, we used to start these episodes welcome to Sort of Sophisticated, the podcast rooted in becoming more cultured and
Yes,
curious.
because you wanted it to be a serious,
Right.
teachable podcast.
Right.
And I think you've
What
learned.
the fuck was I what was I even thinking?
I don't know, because
Okay.
here we are,
All right.
and
Whatever. I'm just glad we changed it to not so sophisticated. Or
Sorta, yeah.
Sort of sophisticated.
with a name out of.
Hey, so also, before we start, because I love telling my little stories here, we have a Superfan.
Oh, a super fan.
Yeah, no, officially.
Really?
Yeah.
What is a super fan?
A superfan is the fans you want because then they're the ones that are going to go promote the show
Oh,
for
yeah,
you. So
yeah,
we
yeah.
need superfans.
Okay, love it.
And I didn't know we had one.
Oh,
So
who is
it's,
that
it's
superfan?
one of my colleagues and friends
Aw,
at work.
we
Shout
love
out to
them.
Jeanette. We love her.
Aw.
Absolutely. She works in accounting.
even better. Love
Yeah.
her already.
No.
Accounting, let's go.
She's excellent. And oddly enough, I thought she only was listening because I was her boss. But let's cut the crap. I'm not her boss anymore.
Oh, that's true.
So now she just listens to listen, which is cool. And she's your age.
oh, she is.
Yes.
Oh.
So here we go. I actually have someone who's of total different demographic that
That's so great.
sort of listens.
I like Jeanette.
I know. We love her. Yes, except she had one request. This is the whole reason I brought this up. You ready?
Oh dear.
Yeah. So she wants us to talk a lot more about dead people and how they die. Not old dead people and their stories in history.
Like new dead people.
Like-
Like Jimmy Carter.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Murders and for instance,
But it goes back to that podcast
yes,
about
true crime.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So every time, for instance, what we just did one on what was it a few weeks ago? The Silk Road.
Oh yeah.
She was
yeah.
best part was oh my God, 150 million people died from the plague. I'm yeah. She's that is so excellent. I was okay, that's kind of gross. And then I was well, did you listen to our sociology episode? She's no, absolutely not. Nobody dies in that. I was Jeanette, you have a problem. So anyway,
No, true crime. Perfect demographic.
here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to
Okay.
try to work death into every episode somehow for her.
Okay.
I think it would be
Here we are.
it would be glorious.
Here we are. Okay. Game on. Let's
Yeah.
try to do this.
Let's do it.
But what's our topic today? Can we do it differently?
Yes,
Can it
what?
be on the fly and I'll bring up a dead person
Fine.
on the fly?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it has okay, yes.
No, but tied to whatever we're
yeah,
talking
and
about.
gory and somehow gross.
Okay,
But
so what are
anyway.
we talking about today?
Today we are talking about. Today we're getting super sophisticated.
Okay.
I mean, we're not effing around at all. Okay, this is serious. When there's certain episodes that are culture, times 10.
Okay.
This is one of those.
Okay.
Okay. We're talking about Jane Austen.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoa, the author. What was that face? I mean, that is culture. Jane Austen.
It is super cultured
Yes.
and my bestie loves
Yes,
Jane Austen.
she was
But-
writing Bridgerton before Bridgerton was even Bridgerton.
It's true. It's
Like
true. She was very
she was
scandalous.
pre Bridgerton.
Yes.
Right? How could you not love this? Right?
I'm going to make a confession.
What?
And if Bethany ever listened to this podcast, then she would totally disown me. I've never read anything by Jane Austen.
Oh my God, you're terrible.
I'm horrible.
Oh my God, no, you have to. And how'd you get through high school? You have to read it. You had to read Pride and Prejudice in high school. You had to.
Did I?
Okay, sounds to me like someone did the Spark Notes.
Probably.
I think so.
I don't know. I was
Yeah.
auditorian though, so
Yeah, okay.
it doesn't matter.
Um,
Just kidding.
So then you're gonna have no idea what because I was.
I'm
gonna,
ready. Teach me.
No, but I was gonna pop quiz you right now.
Go ahead, do it. Let's see. Let's see. Try.
I want
try.
you to.
Maybe I
to,
know by osmosis from
okay,
everyone else.
Fine. What was
Go
the
ahead.
original title of Pride and Prejudice going to
Oh
be?
shit, I don't know.
Right. You didn't even know Pride and Prejudice. So of course you know.
I do know that book, and the only reason why I know that book is because Bethany went with us to the Magic Castle, and at the Magic Castle, a performer who you know was like, "Hey, I want you to just envision picking a book at the Library of Congress. Any book, just pick a book. Okay, imaginary in your brain, pick the book, right?
Yep.
And then remember the title.
Yep. Done.
Open it. Think of like you're flipping through, and then you read a line, and then pick a word from that line. Fish picks a word. It was justice from Pride and Prejudice.
And he got it.
And he got it.
Yeah.
And was like,
Yeah.
what? And then, so got the word.
This is
got
embarrassing
the word.
that this is your only affiliation with this book. I don't even know if I want to do this episode.
But got the book.
What?
And then, guess the title. It was great. It was great. It was amazing. So because of that, it made me mildly want to read it, but not
Great,
enough.
good. So then what was the original title?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. The original title was First Impressions.
Oh, maybe I did know that.
And then they went and changed it to
Okay.
Pride and Prejudice.
Because Pride and Prejudice was better.
Yeah. Okay. Our official title of episode, however, Jane Austen, The Life, Legend, The Lasting Obsession. So
that is a lot.
So why are we
that
doing
is a
this?
mouthful.
Right. I know it is.
Okay,
it is
what?
totally. We're doing it because she turns 250 years old.
Oh, shit.
That's why.
I'm going to go text Bethany right now. Hold on.
1775 she was born. Yeah. This is 250-year anniversary of this little
for somebody
lady.
to be a writer back in 1775 as a woman was a big deal. So.
Oh, we're getting into this.
Okay,
Because
let's go.
because that was the whole thing. Like she wasn't even allowed to be a writer. I have fun facts. It's not even fun facts. I have a section on like some shit that went down because she was a woman writing in like late 1700s.
I totally should have brought in the Baby Lit book, the Jane Austen one.
The what?
Baby Lit, remember?
Yeah.
So for my
so your kids are learning about it, but you're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So besides
Yeah.
her being a female writer in 1775,
Yes.
what else?
Well, in 1775 she was 0. She was still shitting her diapers.
Okay, whatever. You get my point.
Yeah. Okay.
What else
Yeah.
is making us cultured and curious?
What?
Learning about her.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the original premise of this whole podcast. 250 years later, and she's still totally relevant because we are the same. She was writing about society
Okay. Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
which was petty and jacked up and all the things. And we're still doing the same thing today, 250 years later. And her lens into how people behaved and her sort of snarky view of it and was getting it out into the public on pages was remarkable. And we're doing the same thing. History repeats itself over and over again. We just use it like now we have different media to be able to do it.
Fair.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So she was like the original person to see through the veil of society
Got it.
and then like commentate on the whole thing.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Interesting. Okay. Got it.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense. Word of the day.
Word of the day. Okay. Today's word is gauche. Do we know what gauche is?
Is it like Gauche? Gauche?
That's exactly what it is. But it's gauche.
Oh, I did not
Yes.
know that.
Gauche. Yes. It means socially awkward or like
What?
or like tactless.
How did I know how to spell that word but had no idea what it meant?
Yeah, you don't. I don't know.
Huh.
Right. Comes from the French,
Okay.
literally meaning left, like as the left-hand side. And I guess back in the day, being left-handed was associated with awkwardness or clumsiness.
Oh.
So the word shifted to mean socially awkward, tactless, or lacking grace. True story about young Peter when I was
You were very gauche.
when I was little, very gauche. My mom used to tell me the world, Peter, is not made for left-handed people. Right. So park that. So now
I mean, true.
I did. So now I know. I have my first kid. Emma's like, I don't know, 2 years old, 18 months old. I don't even know. And Emma starts picking up things with her left hand.
Do you like it?
My mother, absolutely, my mother did. No, I didn't. Like, she did it. She would take the crayon
That's so
out of one
Asian
hand,
of
put it in
her.
the, yeah, oh, unbelievable.
But she's not Asian.
So here's what happened. Emma fought it as hard as she could. Emma's ambidextrous to this day,
Oh, yeah.
which is remarkable because it was in her body to begin with, and my mom tried to force it the hell out. So like, if she like plays basketball, left-handed, she writes with her right hand,
Yeah.
but drives the car left-handed. Like, it's insane.
Huh.
Super
I'm
weird.
also ambidextrous.
Look at that.
Fun fact.
Maybe that should be our word of the day.
But it's because being
Ambidextrous.
left-handed was not okay.
No.
Anyways.
So, and you had an
Interesting.
Asian mom. All right. So socially awkward, tactless, or crude.
Okay.
Gauche.
Not what I thought that meant.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like a douche.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like you.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm.
Ooh. Ooh, that was so one letter change. And that means everything. Okay.
Okay, so now that we know how we're going to get cultured and curious and all that jazz, I'm assuming you're going to talk about how baby Jane Austen came into the world with this gore, blood, blah.
Wow. Yes, I am. Why do you
right.
have to be so gauche? Like, you're so tactless.
I'm tactless.
That was tactless.
Coming from the one
No,
who likes to talk about how babies enter the world.
She was born on December 16th, 1775, in a tiny little village named Steventon in Hampshire, England.
Was it like Belle's tiny
Yes.
little village?
Yeah.
In a village.
It was beautiful, okay? It wasn't gross and barbaric and birth canal stuff. Relax, okay? Dude, 1775, that was 1 year before America, 1776. I mean, I know she was in England, but like we were at war.
I mean, America was still here.
That's kind
We
of
were
cool.
already
No,
established
but
because we had the Tea Party in 1773.
what? Oh, wow. So you're going to drop that lore. All of us. I don't know anything about Jane Austen, but we're going to talk about the tea. We should do one on the Tea Party
We should.
in 1773. Okay, fine. Add that to our list. She was the 7th of 8 children, which is really just code for me saying she was raised by her 6 older siblings.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. I mean, her parents were around, but like
Sure.
just busy because that's a lot of kids. And they were, let's call it fascinating in the most unfascinating way parents could be fascinating. Okay? Her dad, Reverend George Austen.
There are always reverends.
I know, right? Who's a minister. Super smart, super steady. Spoiler alert, very into books. Very into books.
You
right?
don't say.
Right. Massive library. Massive library. Like Beauty and the Beast. Massive
Wow,
library.
see, Belle again. So maybe
Yeah.
Jane Austen was
No,
Belle.
this is big. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, continue.
Her mom, Cassandra Austen, couldn't read or write. She was a deaf mute.
What?
Okay, just kidding. I just thought
Oh
that
my
would be hilarious.
gosh,
Right,
you
okay.
got me.
No, but I mean opposites attract. So, like,
Right, that's why I was like,
seriously.
no shit.
Cassandra, Cassie. I'm going to call it. I don't want to say Cassandra. I'm going to go with Cassie. Cassie Austen. Okay. If George was this like introverted bookworm, Cassie was the extroverted front man.
Okay, so
Or like-
opposite in the
Or
other
like
way.
right front
Sure.
woman. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Funny as shit. Super social. Like out in society. She brought the vibes. She brought the vibes to the Austen family.
Okay.
While George was like doing
Don't talk to me, whatever.
right,
yeah, yeah.
minister
Sure,
work,
sure.
right, good balance. So that
Okay.
was it. And they were sort of middle class-ish, like not poor, not rich, like respectable.
Okay.
We'll go with respectable.
Okay,
How's that? Yeah,
fair.
they lived a respectable country life. Okay,
Okay, so just a normal English living.
normal, right? Yeah. So
Continue.
because they were average, they were pretty well connected. So they got because they weren't poor, right? So they made it into the
Oh,
next
okay,
level
okay.
of society, but
But
they
not-
weren't like
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
So they were sort of on the fringes of it. They got invited to all the local balls, all the galas, all the church
Oh.
events, right? Because Dad was a minister. So Jane spent all the time hearing the gossip of the town. Does that make
Was
sense?
she like Lady Whistledown?
Oh my God, totally. Yes, but like before.
Okay.
Yeah, she saw all the drama. She wasn't in the wealthy family circle, but saw all the drama from the wealthy family circle.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, basically grew up front row seat to that. Whatever was going on in Steventon. I mean, she wasn't in London. You know what I mean? And London was where like a lot of the
right.
social elite were. But still, in that town, she was getting a lot of dirt.
Huh.
Does that make sense?
Okay, it does.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's where she got her writing ideas from.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Well, yes, that and of course her dad's library. Yeah. Okay, so she would spend hours in the library reading everything that he had in there: novels, history, poetry.
I still
shit she
think
wasn't
it's
even
more
allowed
like Belle.
to read. Right?
Okay.
Okay, fine. And that totally led to her writing because between like everything she was learning in the town and like the library and everything, yeah, a lot of inspo.
But like one would argue then that's how she found her voice. Like she started writing
Yes.
about what she enjoyed or what she
Yes.
liked. Like
That's how it all starts.
okay.
That's how I would say how we found our voice. I'm sort of sophisticated here, right? So check this out. Okay, fun fact. Do you know how old she was when she started writing?
10.
Close, 13.
Oh.
Yeah, 13. I mean, that's like pretty
Yeah, that's a big
wild,
deal. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it wasn't awesome stuff. Don't get me wrong, right? She's 13 years
13-year-old
old. I
writing.
mean, it was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
unhinged. I mean, she had teens getting drunk. I mean, blackout drunk. She was writing stories, random stabbings, characters dying like every other page. I mean, imagine your daughters trying to write stories, right? Like it'd be bonker. I mean, imagine she was good, but like still,
I mean, sure, but
it was
I
like
don't
feral.
know if my daughter
It was
would
like
like
ridiculous.
write about stabbings and
I'm not-
murder.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean. I'm just saying, like, imagine that age of like with so much going on in your brain.
Well-
and Jane just brought it out a different
Okay.
way. I'm just saying there was a lot of. It was unhinged, like I said earlier.
So she actually wrote about murders
It was-
and stabbings.
Oh yeah,
and-
like super dark, like
Oh.
dark humor, dark shit. Yeah.
I feel like that's very Edgar Allan Poe of her.
Do you know what happened? I have a fun fact
Sure
about.
don't.
I have a fun fact about Edgar Allan Poe later.
What?
Yes, I'm not going to say it right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna
how
hold it.
funny.
I'm
Okay,
holding
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, because they overlapped.
But
Telling
he
you.
was more American.
Huh? He was. No. I know.
But just like when they lived, they overlapped.
yes, they overlapped when they lived.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll throw it in there
Duh.
somewhere.
Okay.
I'll catch you off guard for sure.
Okay, what's interesting to me though is that you said that her writing was very unhinged, but her writing that she's known for is very like poetic and romantic.
Yeah, she grew up.
Sure, but when did she?
Durr.
Well, of course.
Yeah, from like 13 to like whatever, 20 years old. Yeah. So she just keeps going, right? She changes from murder and death and all the kids getting drunk to like looking around Steventon Village and starts writing about everybody in the town.
Okay.
She keeps it in a secret journal that one day she's going to use against everyone.
Oh,
Yes.
so
right.
very Whistledown.
Very. She took notes on like how people lied to each other, who was flirting with who in the town, who was always bragging about
The
how much
OG
money they
tabloid
had. Yes,
collector.
right.
Okay.
Everybody was pretending everything was fine, but really everyone's panicking because it's all about social class and like who's going to marry who and like does my daughter look good enough to get married to that man? And she's just taking all these freaking copious notes. It was bonkers.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay.
And so instead of talking to all her friends about it, she's just writing it down and ends up, basically getting famous for it, 100 years later. So here we are.
So what you're trying to tell me is that it wasn't just about romance, that she actually was like writing about society at the time.
Yeah. So she would hide her stories. I mean, I know you haven't read her stories, but basically she uses romance as sort of the overarching theme of all her stories. But really, she's like the queen of snark. Like she could do this podcast like times 10, like way, way, way better than we could. Yeah. But the idea was if she wrapped it up in romance, it would somehow sound more reasonable. And people would be interested in reading about it. And then, do you remember Shakespeare?
Yes.
And you remember how like he wrote, like his plays were on like different levels?
Yeah.
Where like you could, So same. She was like, if you didn't quite understand her, you thought the book was like a romantic book.
All right.
And then if you understood her, you were like, oh shit, she is fucking with people.
Huh.
Yeah, totally.
Love it. It's kind of a mind screw.
Yeah.
All in one thing. All right. So is there any more early history, or are we like solidly now going into like her adulthood and
no, that's it. I don't want to bore you. Yeah, that's it. I mean, she basically grew up, 13 years old, started writing, crazy, found her voice. Yeah, here we are. Right. Yeah, we're good. Okay, no more history.
I'm ready.
So as far as writing goes, I got to do a little stage setting. Can I do stage setting first? Okay, you know me. Because really she wrote in kind of two eras. Okay, kind of like Taylor Swift with her Eras tour. You with me? So we had the early writing era.
Yes.
And then her later like publishing era. So two totally different vibes. Okay. So early Jane, like teens to mid 20s, that's what you were asking about earlier. She was the writing machine. Okay. She's in Steventon Village, living at home, hanging out with all her siblings, getting all the lore in the town, like I said. And she writes basically the first draft of all like the big hits. Okay. Like literally Sense and Sensibility. But she called it at that time, Eleanor and Marianne. Pride and Prejudice. She had wrote it then, but First Impressions. And then Northanger Abbey was originally called Susan.
Oh, interesting.
So she is writing like all of this shit as a teen in her parents' parlor. Wasn't even old enough to pay bills, mind you. But here's the rub. Like none of this got published yet. Like zero, like nothing.
So she wrote all these books.
The world does not know she
exists. Got published.
No.
Why?
Okay, right. Couple reasons. Because I had no idea. I was like, this is bullshit. So the main one was that she was a woman. So publishing books in 1795 as a lady was like could not do it. Not, quote, respectable in society. Not allowed. Yep. Same reason why Lady Whistledown in Bridgerton was like high. Okay, same concept. Unfeminine. Made you look too bold, too audacious, if I may say so. Not allowed. Okay, and then second, she didn't have any connections yet, right? Because she was so young. So no printers, no booksellers, no investors. Like she needed male influencers, like it or not. She had to have male influencers at the time to help her. And she didn't have any of them because she didn't run in that circle. She was too young.
Comes in?
No, not yet.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna. This is gonna be so good later. Okay. Anyway, So no network, right? She was only 18 years old.
Okay. So then when does her publishing actually start then?
Okay. So bear with me. So after that, she moves. Her family up and leaves Steventon Ranch.
Okay.
Just like boom, done. So then she goes on hiatus for a while. She's got to settle in a new place.
But I mean, is she on hiatus if like? No, she's not actually published.
She's decided. You know what she's doing? She's pause pivoting or piecing out. She
fair.
She doesn't know what she wants to do with her career. Okay, so now enter like later Jane. Okay, so now she's like we'll call it 30 years old, and then all the way up to her 40s. But like so now like she did all the writing.
Okay.
She moved to a place called Chawton Cottage, which was basically only like 15 miles from Hampshire. Put her head down. Totally went back to work. So she pulls out all these early drafts we were talking about. Okay, revises the shit out of all of them because now she's a more mature writer, and finally met with enough people to start publishing.
Okay.
And here is a super simple publishing timeline. Here we go. 1811.
Cliff Note version.
Yes. Sense and Sensibility comes out first. She's 35 years old. Now remember, she wrote it when she was 17. Okay. Comes out anonymously as, quote, by a lady.
Oh.
Because, patriarchy.
Yes.
We couldn't say anything yet. 2 years later, 1813, Pride and Prejudice gets released. She's 37. And this is the one that blew up the internet, even though like they didn't have
You're saying there's
internet.
still hope for me.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Let's
go.
Write
something.
Yeah. Still anonymous. Killed it.
Oh.
Unbelievable. She basically became a secret influencer, Amanda, like overnight. Okay. Following year, 1814, Mansfield Park comes out, age 38, still writing circles around everybody. Then again, 1 year later, 1815, she is like pumping these things out because she had them written already.
But anonymously because nobody knew it was her.
No. Right. Yeah.
So she just found a publisher.
Yep. And started publishing.
Again.
Yes.
Lady Whistledown.
Very, very, very.
Okay.
Yeah. So 1815, Emma. My favorite book.
Yes.
Well, not my favorite, but a really good one. Right.
Is that why you named your kid Emma?
No, it's not. That would have been a good fun fact. So she's 39, still anonymous, like you said. But this one she has to dedicate to the Prince Regent at the time, who later becomes the future King George IV.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Because, who are we kidding? His people told her she had to, or else.
Huh.
Because he was a dick. Exactly. So, like, she hated the guy, but she had to, like dedicate it to him anyway. So, total douche.
Was he very
He was
Gauche?
He was Gauche.
Gauche.
He was Gauche. He was totally arrogant. He was all the things. Right?
It's always going to be Gauche.
And, like,
to me,
here's
sorry.
the deal. Like, I guess so a small circle of people did know who it was, because for him to know, like, the publisher knew it was a woman.
Right.
So it didn't get out
But
in
I mean,
society.
again, it's like very
Yes.
Lady Whistledown
Yes,
because
very, 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 very. Yes.
I'm sure, just like the Queen, who was all up in the business and wanted to know who she was, he had his little spies.
He had his spies.
Figured it out.
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Yes, crazy stuff. Okay, then finally the last ones. 2 years later in 1817, Persuasion and Northanger Abbey come out. Northanger Abbey was one of the originals she wrote. Published after her death at age 41.
Oh, so she died at 41?
Yeah, and hold on. Yeah, fun fact here. Yeah, so finally.
She didn't even get to enjoy being famous.
Those last two books, her family put her actual name on the book.
Oh, wow.
Like, surprised everybody like it was Jane Austen the whole time, but only after her death. Yeah, right?
So tragic.
I know it was. 41. She was young.
Wow. How'd she die?
You want to know how she died?
Yeah.
Edgar Allan Poe killed her.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that was
Shut
my
up.
fun fact.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, he was only 10 years old. No.
Yeah. God.
I know I'm an asshole, but that's what I was teeing up. It worked. Yes, that's the best ever. So they overlapped, but like only by 10 years. Yeah, he was a little kid. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever, maybe 8 years. I don't even know. Okay. So they don't know how she died.
you.
I know. So I had to. Like, it was such a good setup. So what they know now is it was either Addison's disease or it was lymphoma. But back then they didn't know it. She just sort of withered away over the course of about a year.
Wow.
When she was 40 years old.
Yeah.
She just started like withering. They weren't sure what it was at the time. I don't know if it was autopsy. I don't know if it was 100 years later they figured it out. But basically it's Addison's disease or lymphoma.
Wow.
Childless, never got married. Like, that was it. Yeah.
That's very sad. She never got to like tell the world it was her.
No, a few people did know, but yeah.
But sure.
It's like we always talk about this. All these famous people.
I know it's true.
Right, like
That's why I don't want us to be famous, because one of us has to die.
Let's
Okay.
be honest. It's going to be me. It'll be fine.
It'd be so sad.
Hi, this will work out wonderful for you. I'll off myself. We'll get famous
Oh
as
my
a
God.
result. And you'll be like,
This is
yay!
such a bad
And you'll
idea.
like reap the spoils.
Such a bad idea.
Yes.
Well, then you better start burning some shit. So that
Okay,
way,
fine.
like, once you die, I can publish stuff.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
make
All the
lots of money,
leftover.
right?
Here were all the episodes we never released.
So she only wrote 6 novels then, or did she write more?
I know, right? No, only 6. Because I thought, I was like,
Really?
wow,
That's
like,
it?
Yes. I thought there was going to be like
Oh.
all this stuff, but no, it just feels like there's so many because they're so good. Like, every one is great.
Well, now I have to read.
Yeah, you have to. She was just the queen of efficiency.
Okay.
You got to read all this
Okay.
stuff. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna have to do it.
Do
Okay,
it.
But I'm gonna put you on the spot.
What? You always put me on the
Well,
spot.
because there's 6, so you know all the novels, I assume.
Yes.
Rank them, not just on like only the ones you've read you're gonna rank higher or not, but can you rank them on?
I can't.
You cannot.
I can rank them on what I thought were the best ones, but I can only do the ones I read because I didn't read the ones I didn't
So
read.
how many did you read?
I read 4 out of 6.
Okay.
So I can rank 4.
Okay, fair.
And then the other 2, I'll just be like,
At
I
the
don't know,
end.
they fit in there somewhere.
Okay,
Suck them
cool.
in somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, fine. All right. Can I go?
Yes.
All right. So number 1, Pride and Prejudice. Duh and duh.
Huh. Okay.
First impressions. Pride and Prejudice. Easy. Basically the most perfect novel ever written. Have you haven't even watched Pride and Prejudice?
No.
The one with Colin Firth, Darcy, right? Colin
Oh,
Firth.
Mr. Darcy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He goes from like this emotionally retarded person to like
Are
almost.
you allowed to say retarded?
I can use the word retarded in the right context. He was emotionally retarded. That does
Stunted?
not. Thank you.
Why can't we use the word stunted?
Because retarded is a real word. I'm allowed to I can't. We can't just say we have to take this out of our vocabulary
You have so much anger.
because I'm using it right. Okay. Anyway, I'm done. Okay, number
Continue.
2. Yeah, no, I'm on number 2. I'm going with Emma. Because
That's not fair. Your
it's my
daughter's name
daughter.
Emma.
Let's go.
No.
No, because Emma's crazy. I like all like the chaos. She lived her life like I live my life. She was just completely delusional.
Okay.
But in like a really
At least you admitted it.
a really really wholesome way. I'm
Okay.
like giving myself credit here.
Okay.
Like, she was unhinged. I like
I'm
her.
surprised. Sense of
Self-improvement.
Sensibility was not number 2.
Self-improvement in real time. That's Emma.
Fair. Because
Okay.
you're related to her.
Okay, number 3 would be Sense and Sensibility, because it's totally solid, but like a little too dramatic for me. But you do get 2 different ways of the whole coping with life thing, which I love, and the ending is really good. Like, it's not happily ever after like the way you would think about it, like Disney happily ever after, but it is actually happily ever after, like in a grown-up way, and I can appreciate that. So, yay, Sense and Sensibility. Okay, and then the last one, which I read because I didn't read the other ones, was Mansfield Park, and it's not bad because I mean it's Jane Austen, and I can't critique her. That's like stupid, right? Like they're all 10 out of 10. I just didn't like her main character as much. Her name's Fanny Price. She was like way too like she was gauche. Okay, she was a little gauche, not gonna lie, because the story centers on everything happening around her instead of like on her, and she's just sort of taking it all in. So like, it's just bland. It's a blech.
Okay.
Yeah, for me. So I just need to. I want my protagonist.
Okay,
to be
and then
like,
there's two that you have not read.
Correct. Persuasion and Northanger Abbey. I guess I got to go read those, and I got to stick them in somewhere. I don't know. Like I don't know where they go. Maybe they're the best.
Okay, fair. I love how confident you are in ranking these books, even though you literally haven't read 2 of them.
But I didn't really rank them. Like I just said,
That's true. That's true.
They're somewhere in there.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Subject change though.
What?
Okay, so she writes 6 books, and then she dies at 41.
Yes.
And I get it. She's now super famous after the fact because they published her last 2 with her name.
Posthumously.
Yes.
The word I can't say.
Right.
Posthumously.
But like, what is the actual obsession with her? Because like she is,
Ooh,
there is
good
an
word.
obsession of Jane Austen.
You're my obsession. You're my obsession. Want me to make you sleep with me. You're my nothing.
Remember
From
when
the
I
80s?
said
The obsession?
that you always just have something always on your brain?
No, that's a song.
Mm-hmm.
That's a super famous pop song.
The songs that
By
I know.
Human League? Is that Human League?
The songs that I know
My
aren't even on
obsession.
those on
All
the
right, fine.
same like
Whatever. Yeah.
line of
It
thought.
really is an obsession. It is an absolute. It's a cult, is what it is.
Right.
There's
But why?
because she
What?
got people. She quote got people. She understood. Her emotional IQ was off the fucking charts. That's why. That was it. She related, and that shit is timeless. Remember our first episode, self-awareness, perspective, and how we have to learn all about it. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but one of the things we talked about was to read high-quality fiction. We talked about that at the beginning.
Yes.
We said great writers are expert observers of human nature.
Yes, you said this.
Yes. We said that, quote, good fiction character development helps us how to think about people more carefully and with compassion. And the better we get at observing others, the more likely we are to look at ourselves the same way.
Fair, but what perpetuated her legacy?
That gives us perspective. That's what it was. She was one of the best
I guess
at
maybe
that.
I need to like stop with this like rabbit hole because maybe I should just read the book.
Okay, right. It was the perfect blend, yes, of her honesty and her like humor. Okay, here. I have a quote. She roasted ego, exposed insecurity, and celebrated actual emotional intelligence long before it was trendy. So folks connect with that. Like, it doesn't matter if in 500 years, folks will still connect to that because it was an excellent way. It was a window into people's soul and psyche. And people love that shit.
I get it. Okay,
Not
fair.
from the time. That's my point today.
I know it transcends time. She has a
Oh my God.
superpower.
Honestly, you're making light of it. Like this, you're not being sophisticated enough for me in this episode at all. You're killing me.
Well, again, I already admitted that I probably just need to read it so I can understand and appreciate it better. So as one of the takeaways, I will actually have to do it.
Yeah. I literally just clocked you to go all the way back to the first episode and say, like, think about self-awareness and perspective, and you're still shitting on me right now. Like,
I didn't. I was just admitting to the fact that she has this superpower that transcends time.
Yeah.
It is a piece that is still relevant today, even though at the time when she was writing it, she wasn't projecting like, oh, if I write it this way in, 2025.
No, she's just a badass writing.
Right. She was just naturally gifted. It was something that just like came to her. So for this superwoman, her 250th birthday is coming up.
Yes.
So the world must be doing
December
something
16th.
because we always do something to celebrate all of these great people.
Oh, we're doing something. But wait, I have a fun fact.
But also, sorry.
What?
My friend did say that she wanted to go to this big celebration in England. So I hope you get this one under wraps because she was like, I want to go. Let's go.
Okay, so you even have a friend that likes this.
I told you, Bethany, she loves it.
Like,
we're still on the same wavelength. Maybe now I will read a book and be on the same wavelength of
quiz
excitement.
time for you. Do you know what they call a 250th anniversary of something?
Semi-quincentennial.
Oh my God, I hate you. Say that.
Was I close?
You were very close. You just had an extra 10 in there. Say that 3 times fast.
Semi-quincentennial.
Right. First of all, you cheated. You're a cheater.
10.
You did not know it was a semi-quincentennial. Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, whatever. Anyway, okay. All of England is getting in on it.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Bethany was
Yeah.
correct. Okay. Bath, that's a
Oh, yes.
okay, a city in
Yep.
in England. Is throwing a massive Regency festival.
Oh.
Chawton
Do they get to dress up?
they're totally dressed
Oh,
up. Yeah.
let's go.
Chawton Cottage, where
Okay.
she lived. Yeah,
Yep.
they're doing all these special exhibitions like at her old house and stuff.
Fun.
Winchester is unveiling a brand new Jane Austen statue. Thank you very much. Statues going up. And then here in America, because they do stuff in America, right? We're doing a whole bunch of shit like hosting reading parties, having celebrations, organizing expositions, like Jane Austen Society. Jane Austen. I didn't even know that was a
society.
thing. There's a thank you very much. We're like same brain right here, right? Apparently, here's our takeaway. We need to join the Jane Austen Society. They're doing like a whole Coachella vibe thing, but like for English majors. Like they got a whole plan. It's like a bunch of shit going on in America. Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
It is.
But also like fascinating that there's such a cult following of all
Well,
this.
for every person that is cult following it, there's people like you who don't give two shits and never read one of her books. So get on it, people.
It's true. Okay, well, before we get to the getting on it and all of that, I'm
Get
sure you got
down
some more
on it.
like fun facts for me, of which one of them is not that Edgar Allan Poe killed her, which would have been so good.
I know, it would have been
but-
excellent. It wasn't. It was
So what else you got
It
for
was
me?
lymphoma that got her. I got a fever, and the only cure is more fun facts.
Okay, let's go.
That's what I got.
Did someone in her book die from fevers?
Nothing. Saturday Night Live. Christopher
No,
Walken. I got a
no.
fever, and the only cure is more cowbell.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Oh my God, I need a new podcast co-host. Okay, here we go. Fun facts number 1. So we already know Jane Austen wrote all the OG rom-coms. That's what we were saying.
Supposedly, yes, this is what you told me.
Yes, correct. But what you didn't know is that she wrote most of her novels on tiny little scraps of paper that she could flip over the second someone walked in her room. Check this out.
What?
She would add drops of water to the hinges of her door, so when it dried, it would make a squeaking sound, so she would never get caught writing.
What?
I know, because it was like she was like 13 years old and she didn't want to get in trouble. I know, it's wild. Okay.
Interesting.
I know, this is a good one. Okay, number 2. This one kills me. Jane once accepted a marriage proposal from a wealthy dude, good match, big paycheck, like very secure future, wealthy guy, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
Then 24 hours later, she decides to rescind it, took it back. She panicked and realized she was going to turn in to the person that she was writing about in all her novels. She was like, fuck that, and peaced out.
Huh.
So I can't do that.
Okay.
So she stood up for her, like for what she knew was right.
Yeah.
I think that's totally cool.
Wow.
She didn't cave.
That's great.
Okay. Number 3.
Good on her.
Her family ran a full-blown barn theater.
I'm sorry, barn theater?
A barn theater.
Like the Grand Ole Opry?
Yeah, like a barn. Like
For
everybody
what?
Had, everybody had
For
barn
music?
theater. No, like, right?
For her readings?
I guess that was 150 years before.
So like for Hamilton?
Totally for Hamilton. Like before Lin-Manuel Miranda.
No,
never wrote
Hamilton? The actual
She-
Hamilton?
Yeah, she was doing the actual Hamilton when he was alive.
Fair.
I think that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, so I guess like
But like for theater.
yes, for theater, right?
Oh.
And her like family and everybody like acted and all this stuff. And Jane was the one who wrote all the scripts for all her family to do this. And like people would come from
Oh.
around the town to watch the Austens barn theater.
Okay.
So basically, she grew up directing her siblings in a barn, like writing scripts for them. Like no
So
wonder
she
she's awesome.
could have been.
Broadway.
Yeah.
She could have been
Okay.
Lin-Manuel.
Why wasn't she Shakespeare then?
They didn't have she was the second Shakespeare.
Oh, I have a question.
She was the female.
Oh, I have a
Shakespeare.
question.
What?
Don't judge me.
Okay,
Nobody judge me.
What?
So does Shakespeare write for theater, or is all of his writings just adapted to theater?
No, he wrote for theater because back in the day, Stratford upon
Okay,
Avon. Yeah.
so it was. Okay.
Oh yeah. Those were plays that were acted out.
So then are her writings
No.
technically books? They're novels, or are they?
were novels.
Or does she write them
Not for
with
theater.
the hopes of being theater? No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Novels. No. This
Okay.
was different.
I was very excited. I was
No,
like,
these were
maybe we just
novels.
uncovered something.
No. Keep digging. All right. Number 4. Jane Austen loved dancing. Not like, oh, I enjoy going to the ball now and then dancing. Like she got down. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, like she was probably
She
like
was-
the first twerker. I think she was. Yeah. She bragged about it. Like dancing was her whole social life. She did it all the time, everywhere. Like if we had video back then, she would have been on TikTok.
Oh.
Like TikTok famous. Number 5, some of her letters and writings were so, let's just say, spicy.
Ooh, scandalous.
Yeah. Well, no, like spicy, like dripping with sarcasm, spicy.
Oh.
Yeah, not like that. That after she died, her family decided to burn a bunch of them. They were like, yeah, no, we're not going to let people read this shit, which I think is
Oh,
total bullshit
okay.
because like I want the director's cut.
It was too much.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on,
Okay.
right?
But her dad was a pastor, so it kind of
Yeah,
tracks.
yeah. He was like,
Or
no.
minister.
Yes, my daughter cannot make it out. That's why she was hiding in the room, like flipping over the
Oh,
papers
that
all the
makes
time.
sense,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. And finally, save the best one for last. As soon as Pride and Prejudice hit the shelves, it sold out its entire first printing. Sold out immediately. She wasn't even famous. She wasn't even public. Like, nobody knew who she was, right? But readers devoured the friggin' book. Like, it was like 50 Shades of Grey. Like, that's
Is
how,
it
like,
really that salacious?
no, but like, if you remember when 50 Shades of Grey went, everybody went crazy about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, it flew off the
Oh, okay,
shelves
okay.
super fast. And they were like, what the hell? They had to like do a whole nother printing. She wasn't even famous. Like, they didn't even know who it was. So good it was.
So
She was, just so you know, she was
never got-
making a little bit of money when she was,
I mean, a little, but
even
not
if she
like-
wasn't famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all I got.
Okay, those were actually amazing fun facts.
I thought they were.
They were.
Right.
I'm very proud of you.
I know. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Especially about like the barn theater.
Yeah. Right.
Was not expecting that.
Well, because you're a theater girl. You love theater.
I mean, not even that. It's just like it's a whole nother life and aspect that I think people don't know about Jane Austen, right? Or her competitive dancing.
Her dancing was crazy.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
who knows that? And I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask Bethany, did you know these two things?
See?
We'll see what happens.
Okay, you just proved my entire point. Now you're more cultured and curious.
It's
You
true.
can talk to your friend
It's
about
true.
something
I
that
can
your
one
friend
up
is
them.
interested in.
I can be a one upper.
Oh,
I'm
gee.
channeling my
I
inner
guess this
Peter.
actually works. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so she's like writing these masterpieces. She's running a secret like improv troupe.
She's doing it all.
Doing all this
Did it
theater
all.
stuff. And if I obviously want to learn more, which means I have to read her first book, which I've
Yes.
already admitted, but are there any other call to actions that a listener should do in
Yes.
order to
Yeah.
know and appreciate Jane Austen a
Let's
little
do that.
more?
Let's do that, and then we'll do the summary here. Let's go. Let's get
Okay.
to it. So, of course, read her books, but I would read a book about her, not like one that she wrote. So the easiest one is Jane
Yeah, because
Austen.
that's like the most interesting
yeah,
part of it. Yeah.
So biography, Jane Austen, A Life by Claire Tomalin.
Okay.
So super easy, super readable, basically just super fun biography. Get
Cool.
on it, people. But make sure you're drinking tea while you read it because you know,
Ooh.
it's Jane
I
Austen.
mean, you have to.
You have to. If you want something lighter, because let's be honest, attention spans are non-existent nowadays, you can watch the movies instead of read the books. Pride
Yes.
and
Yes,
Prejudice,
yes.
Emma, right? Pride and Prejudice, we said call it first one. Emma, do the one with Anna Taylor-Joy because she's my favorite and I love her. And Sense and Sensibility, do the one with Emma Thompson because they've made so many of them.
Yeah.
Trust me, those are the best ones.
Okay.
Like the other ones aren't as good at all, not worth it. And then you don't have to read the books. Okay, thank me later. And
Is there another one like Persuasion? Is like a new
It's the one I haven't-
Netflix
it's not-
TV?
I didn't see that. That's the one
There's
I didn't
one.
read.
You're correct. You didn't read it, but I think
Right.
it's like a newer.
Oh, you could
a
absolutely be right.
newer-
If they just did a new adaptation, you might be
something like
totally.
that. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I don't
Watch
know.
that. There you go.
Interesting.
Get on it. If you're a podcast kind of, exerciser podcast person where you just want to listen to your podcast, they have a Jane Austen themed podcast. I know,
Oh,
right?
interesting.
It's called Austen Chat. They drop a monthly episode, discuss her life, her works, basically like her whole world.
Okay.
So you could do that too.
All right.
If you don't want to do any of that, that's fine. Just remember these important details to seem
Sulta.
sophisticated. Here we go. Jane Austen wasn't born into glamour or high society. She built her genius in a tiny rural village surrounded by muddy roads, family chaos, and her father's massive library. She learned to write by watching everyday people, studying human behavior, and turning small town gossip into some of the smartest fiction ever written. Number 2, her career splits perfectly in two. Early Jane wrote everything. Later Jane published everything. She drafted the first versions of her major novels in her teens and 20s, but none of them were published until her mid-30s. Once she landed in Chawton, that's when she revised all the drafts, polished the writing, and released all her masterpieces. Number 3, she never became famous during her lifetime. She published anonymously, earned only modest money, and died at the young age of just 41. It wasn't until after her death that readers learned the anonymous lady behind the novels was actually Jane, the woman who quietly redefined what literature could actually be. Number 4, even though people called her books romance, she was writing about much deeper themes. Her novels are about power, money, class, bad parenting, gender limitations, how marriage functioned as a financial survival strategy. She wrapped social critique in her charm, her wit, and those slow burn famous love stories, which is why her work still feels sharp and relevant today. And finally, the 250th anniversary of her birth isn't just a milestone. It's proof of her continued cultural impact all the way back to the beginning of how it makes us cultured and curious people. Entire cities, museums, festivals, academic groups are dedicating 2025 to celebrating her life and legacy. 2.5 centuries later, she's still inspiring her fans, shaping scholarships, and generating global events. That's not just nostalgia. That's legend status.
And there you have it, fellow listeners. A cozy century-spanning walk through the sharp and insightful world of Jane Austen. From a quiet village girl writing on scraps of paper to the woman who redefined the modern novel. She didn't just entertain us, she showed us how brilliantly ordinary life can be when you really pay attention. If we've done our job today, hopefully you're walking away a bit more sophisticated with a stronger Austen IQ and a better understanding of why her voice still matters 250 years later. So whether you love her savage wit, admire her emotional intelligence, or just appreciate that she wrote literary masterpieces while hiding pages when people walked into the room, she reminds us that observation is a superpower, and it's one that never goes out of style. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with someone who still thinks Austen is just romance. But until next time, stay curious, stay clever, and maybe judge your neighbors just a little bit less than Jane did.